Okay, we are live. Hello all, hello world. This is day 206 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Yeah, last time we started debugging our stuff. This time we're gonna continue debugging our stuff. We got to the point where the AST parses correctly and we lower code, but something is going wrong with the lowered code. So we're gonna figure out what's wrong there. Yeah. So git log. We did a lot of debugging. Yeah, there was like this really funny thing where I had a minus flipped, but then like in the function that it called, it had another minus flipped, so it somehow turned out correct. But yeah, it ended up, I don't know. There's just like so much mess that happened here. Bottom line, most of that is resolved. Now we just gotta get everything to finish all the way, I guess. Or we gotta finish debugging everything. So make test. Also our parser is really slow now. I don't know why. I have theories of why, but I haven't thought about it too much. Yeah. So there was one very specific test combination that was really breaking, and I don't know why. I'm fine with a lot of these differences as long as like the expected output stays the same. But yeah, we could also like rerun some of these tests and just like make sure that everything is as expected. Let's see. This was the test that was breaking. I do not know why. So if we gdb args this. Okay. So there's a really loud vehicle outside, which is really annoying. Anyways. Anywho. Let's see what's wrong here. So this isn't our toString, which is breaking. Our toString is seg faulting. I'm not sure why this is seg faulting. I think we might have forgotten to... Actually, I don't even know. Let's run it through Valgrind instead, so we get more info. Or at least we get a bigger picture of what's going wrong. Interestingly, it appears to exist. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why this is borked. But it seems to print fine. Surprisingly. And the engine is starting again. Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's very annoying. Okay, what is happening? What are we doing outside? Like, fuck off. Anyway, that's a good time. Let's see. This block was allocked at make allocate. Wait. So the allocate got freed, but we forgot to clean up a use somewhere, I think? I think that's what's causing this. Which is odd. I thought we prevented that from happening before. Huh. So it's freed by... So the allocate was freed. But where does this live? It's in a store. Oh, is this the return alloc? Is that why this is breaking? Oh, it might actually be that, huh? It looks like that's what's happening here. Yeah. Wait, that's crazy. Okay, that's a very odd combination to happen here. I'm very surprised that this is generating like that. Maybe if we look at O0 or without mem2reg, we can figure out structure-wise why this is happening. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff, obviously. A lot of stuff is happening. I'm not sure why there are so many loads, actually. That's very odd. Huh. Yeah, we're definitely registering something wrong somewhere. I'm not sure how that's happening though. Yeah, this doesn't look right. Okay, let's go back to the 2MIR stuff. When did we generate the return block anyway? Or the return alloc? Okay. Well, anyway, that might be a future issue to worry about. What's up, Mia? Do you live in the UK? I do not. I currently live in the US. I imagine if I lived in the UK, my accent would be very much different. What am I looking for again? Yeah, why would this break at least? Why are there so many loads? This makes me think I'm like not using some of these somewhere. There shouldn't be this many loads at least, I feel like. Never met an American? Well, there are plenty of Americans on the internet for better or for worse, and much to the detriment of the world. So, yeah. There are plenty around. This is many reg? Is that what it is? Yeah. So this is this test. Let's compare it to this. This is longer. Wait, what am I doing here? Why is there a default return here? That might be the issue actually. I think that's why this is borked a little bit. But something still feels off about this, the way that I've generated things. Like, why are there so many loads in that little chunk there? I guess we generate them all at once? Wow. Huh. Yeah, that does look really different. Wow. I wonder if that's better or worse, actually. That might make cogen later better, but I don't know. We'll have to see what the downstream effects of these generally bundled up loads looks like. That might be interesting, actually. Yeah, that might help with like pipelining. Anyway, Just a little funny side tangent. Okay, so then something is wrong with the way we handle where is it? This is in to MIR main. We need to handle this differently, I believe. So if it's if name is main, Wait. So if it's not empty, so if this is main, I guess maybe we should move this into here. So if it's not empty and it's main, then we should have a that's really annoying. Yeah, okay. So then we have a default return. And then yeah, that makes sense. And then yeah, okay. This logic makes more sense to me, at least. Yeah. So now if we go down to whatever this was, right? What we caused, the problem here was yeah, we didn't need to generate that anyway here. Or at least we shouldn't have generated that. I think that might have been... Was that what caused it, actually? Was that what caused the issue? If we can find it. Was it a store? Invalid read. We visit a store, yeah. So I think it might actually have been that. I'm fairly sure it's that. Oh yeah, also I should mention that, like, there's a very wide variety of accents across the US, like similar to the UK, obviously. Like, it's just the US is so much larger as well that there's even more variety. Like, if you've met someone, like, I guess I have like a very like northern or like Pacific Northwest accent, but it's kind of like turned into like an internet sort of American accent. There's like this whole joke about like a Valorant accent for where like people that play Valorant have a very distinct way of talking. I think I've developed like a little bit of that here and there, but there's also like Boston has like a very specific accent, I think. The South has like a very specific accent. I think those are like the most notable. There's also like the whole like Bay Area accent, but yeah. Bottom line, there's a lot of variety, at least. It's pretty cool. The US might seem pretty, but like just like everywhere else, it has its pretty locations and it has its ugly locations as well. Like it is what it is. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully this works properly. Yeah, the test runner is way slower now. I'm not sure why. It shouldn't be this much slower. Or at least, yeah, parsing I guess has just slowed down a lot. That fails now? Are we serious? What's up, Mike? Oh, wait. I see. I remember why I moved this out here, because we needed to handle the empty block. So if it's main, and then... So we want either... So if basic blocks size equals 0, either that or instructions isn't empty. We need one more parenthesis there. There we go. Yeah, this should be more precise. So now we should be good. I'm fairly sure we should be good now. Does this work? Please parse faster. Please. Templates, please don't fail me. Why is it so slow? Why is Valgrind so slow here? I'm gonna need to spend some time optimizing the parser. That's gonna suck. I think it's the way that I parse, actually. So we go to front end, parser, or maybe it's because it's a string. Okay, that works properly. Okay, so if we look at the parser, or at least like the way we changed expers, I think we have to match more different things more frequently. Right? It should be somewhere here. Yeah, there's so much pectal try at least, which is very slow. I think specifically this bottlenecks it a lot. Unfortunately. But it's like kind of necessary. It's just like really expensive to do, and I don't really like that. So yeah, that's why it's slowed down a lot. Maybe there's a way to rewrite this to like not be slow. I have yet to figure that out though. And I don't care enough about parse time. Maybe once the test runner like really starts irritating me, I'll care, but for now it's like whatever. Okay, so if this runs all the tests, I will be happy. I can't make any guarantees about correctness yet though. As long as it doesn't segfault. As long as it doesn't segfault, it will all be good. Okay, it looks like we're in the clear at least, unless we've generated some really heinous code. Yeah, that's all gonna fail. That's fine, because we've changed some things around. Oh man, CI/CD is gonna take forever. Oh, that's gonna suck actually. Yeah. Maybe I should do this differently. Maybe I should like store some of this state as well. I guess I don't really have a good way of like cloning the AST though, so I think it will have to go this way. Yeah, so this is nuking our test pretty much, which is fine. Maybe we should just store the AST and like cache that. No, that's a terrible idea. That is a really bad idea. Now that I think about it, that'd be so bad. Oh my god. But yeah, we're just waiting for paint to dry for a little bit. Once it dries, everything will be good, and we will all be happy. Let's see what the number is at the end of this. It's gonna be really funny. Maybe we could reorder the order that we run the tests in as well. That could be helpful. Okay, so that's fine. We failed 137 tests, which is like completely reasonable because we've like changed some parsing order. So that's kind of like we kind of expected this to happen. Okay, we should probably speed up the parser though. I think that is a big source of issue here. Also, I want to fix the benchmarking real quick. So let's go to test, benchmark. We have this giant script. Okay, this is all fine actually. Okay, we need to fix our CMake as well. I think that's the big thing that we should worry about right now. Here we fix main default logic. Okay, and then oh, we need to fix the regression test generator as well then, right? Right? Oh no, well, I guess we can't really use that right now. So we're gonna need to fix our CMake setup to make that work. Let's see. CMake install binary with shared libraries. Let's see what the AI overview says, because it's already here. Oh, this is a thing? Oh. Wait, that might be what we should do, now that I think about it. Okay, so let's see. How do we want to do this then? So let's go to. We should start with. Maybe we should just do this directory as well. We should do everything from here. So let's start with. Let's see. What can we yoink from there at least? This is so stupid. Yeah, what can we get rid of? Okay, so we need this at least. Let's just move some of this around. I think we should get rid of that, or at least comment that out for now. And then we should put this here as well. Yeah, this is very ugly. I guess we could do panic runtime, and then we can do front end, middle end, back end, like that. I think that should work. This makes sense. I'm not making this a static library again. Actually, yeah, this makes complete sense. Does it make complete sense? Yes, it does here. Because I don't want to deal with that with the executables. Yeah, so that should be fine. Target include directories, that's fine. Okay, so now we can look through these at least. We can get rid of that. And then we can get rid of that. And then you can get, oh no, we don't want to delete that. No. I want to get rid of that. Okay, so this should work. Maybe we should, I don't know if the order of this matters. Probably not. Okay, so we can build real quick. Install. That looks reasonable. Okay, that's all the pectoral stuff. Wait. Something seems wrong. Something seems off here. So now if we look in here, okay, that exists. Yeah, and then all of that looks fine. Yeah, okay. So then oh wait, install bin panic. Okay, so that doesn't work. What's up, Nash? Good to see you. I am fighting CMake once again. Okay, but this is definitely a cleaner way of going about this, I think. At least moving everything here. Can we do that? Oh, wait, that seems wrong. CMake, install prefix. Something seems wrong there. Yeah, okay. Maybe we could do this instead? Lib64, I believe it's called. That's not promising. Huh. Yeah, that's very annoying. That's very, very annoying. Let's just delete both of those for a second. Let's look back at driver. And if there's anything that we need to fix here. I think everything is fine here, but yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Ugh. What the hell? Oh, man. Install locally. Yeah. This is really annoying. This is pretty miserably annoying. What? Wait, what is happening here? So we add the library. That's really annoying. Ah, this is so annoying. What does add dependencies? Okay, this is not what I want, at least. Install export? No, we don't care about that. We don't care about that right now, at least. I don't want to fight with CMake anymore. This is not what I wanted to do. Ugh. Okay, that's fine. Ugh. Do I need all of this? Is this a thing? Actually, yeah. What does WSL do for this? Wait. Oh, it uses. Wait, but then what? Because when I make a LD library path, it just doesn't exist. So like, that has me very confused. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, where do these live? Yeah, this is getting really annoying. This is getting so annoying to deal with. Alright, I did not expect to be fighting more CMake, but here we are. Wow. This is terrible. This is truly terrible. I mean, the easy solution is to make like an install script. But yeah, that's like the problem is like I don't know where my dynamic libraries live on here. Yeah, let's do a little bit of digging. Surely this will not cause any problems. What is this? Okay, sure. That's fine. Yeah, where do we even look? Where do dynamic libraries go in WSL? Or WSL, no LD library path. This is very odd. Okay, let's dark mode this so I can read it. What if we just assign this by hand since it's empty? Go out, bro, real. That's so real. I will do that later today. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So then, or unless we do that, maybe? We'll do that. And then, now if we run that, that still doesn't work. What the fuck? Okay, let's just make a mess out of the path. So let's do code projects panic install bin colon path. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. Let's do this. Let's do that without echo. CS, yes. Okay, so this picks up panic. So then what is the dynamic library variable on WSL? So this is lying to me. That's so annoying. I really should just make a VM and just like do all my dev stuff there. But like, that's so annoying. Recommend studying some radius in math. What for? What is the reasoning for that? It will help with CS? I see. That's very helpful. What is LD preload? Also empty. Okay, so that doesn't exist either. So like, so maybe my bash RC is wrong? No, we have a path here. Huh. What the hell? It's gonna get harder? Yeah, that is to be expected. I think I would know that in my 4th year. Yeah, so what is the dynamic library path then? Yeah, that seems like a very difficult snippet of code to run, yes. Wait, why do I even need a Python interpreter? I just have you in the chat. That's perfect. Ah. What the hell? This is not very helpful to me, because it just doesn't exist. I don't know why it doesn't exist. Something's gone terribly wrong here. What's up, Toussaint? It's been so long since I've been to Stack Overflow? Yeah. I'm doing everything I can to avoid using an LLM right now, but I think I'm getting to the point where nothing makes sense, and I kind of need to plug it into an LLM. Like, this is getting a little ridiculous, honestly. Like, LD run path, maybe? Nope, doesn't exist. So, like, what the... See all environment variables. Is there a way to do this? Okay. That might have a lot of things. Hopefully none of this is, like, very important. I appreciate it, Texan. Thanks for stopping by. There's an OCaml LD library path? Are we serious? So that exists, but LD library path doesn't exist. That's so stupid. Okay, but our path exists. Our path exists, yes. That's great. Why is that why is this happening? This doesn't make any sense. Like, what the f- like, is anyone else understanding how ridiculous this is right now? By the way. Like, anyone else get this? Like, this is so ridiculous. Maybe I need to put the library on the path instead. That might be what I need to do. Like lib64? And now if we do this? No, so then LDD panic? Right? So like this is so stupid. None of this makes sense. Right, like what the Is anyone else understanding how utterly ridiculous this setup is? We have a path, we have no dynamic library path. I don't know where it lives. I've looked through all of the environment variables. It just does not, like, none of this exists. Okay, where does this live? Where am I looking? This is in WSL, lib64. Right, like what is happening? Actually, what is happening? Okay, we're plugging this into Claude. This is getting like truly ridiculous. Why my WSL doesn't have a dynamic library path? Both. I set my dynamic library path, and it still ran into the issue when the library lived there. Is this a thing? Front end? Is that what I'm looking for? Where does this live? Wait. Oh, thanks Epic Games. Really helpful. Okay. Grep. Front end. Okay, it doesn't exist there. So where the fuck? It just looks in lib64? Okay, thanks. That's not really helpful. This is so irritating. Like, are we serious? Why is this the problem on WSL? Like, there's no way that the problem we're running into is that there's no way the problem is that we don't have a library path. Right, like, sorry. What's up, Ranshu? I remember your name. I'm in hell right now because WSL does some really strange things and I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, it's causing a lot of really big problems right now. And yeah. The install directory is not doing what I want. Like, just, like, actually, like, why does this happen? There is no LD library path, so I can't, like, I just can't dynamically link things for some reason. Why? I don't know. Do I need, like, a new WSL install? Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should do that next. Okay, wait. DT run path. Nope, doesn't exist. I might just have to like make a new... I might just have to like reinstall WSL completely and just give up. This is like really, really stupid. I'm not sure why it's not set. I don't know what to do about it. I think I'm just gonna like, I don't know, bonk my head against the wall and like cry. Like there's no way this is what there's no way this is what pushes me to switch to Linux, right? Like there's no way. Right, like it might actually be though, but I don't want to dual boot. That's so much work. Like I'm scared of nuking my Windows install. Where is LD library path? What is the linker flag? Man, this is so irritating. This is actually like so incredibly irritating. What's up, Bizareth? I've discovered something very disconcerting about my WSL install, and it's that it doesn't have an LD library path. Like, this is causing me so many issues, and it is just so disconcerting that this is, of all things, what's causing that. So if we echo LD library path, it just doesn't exist, and nothing looks there. Which means I don't have a good way to append dynamic libraries to the path, pretty much. Which is a really big problem, because I have dynamic libraries. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna like kick this can down the road for now. We're gonna worry about it some other time. You can manually add that? No, I literally added it to like, I added the library and the binary path to the path. It didn't find the dynamic libraries. So I was like, okay. So I looked in, I tried to find any semblance of a dynamic library path, and it just does not exist for some reason. I don't know why this happened. I don't know if it's WSL specific or if it's like just something that has gone like really, really wrong. Regardless, it is pissing me off enough to the point where I don't know. I'm so irritated. I'm actually so irritated by this. West term? Yeah, we love West term here. Let's see, what else is there here? Yeah, LD library path just does not exist. I've echoed it. It does not exist. It is empty. It is like literally empty. And then like I looked at what the linker looks at and it just doesn't have anything here. You don't have it? Wait, what are you running then? Because at least on Arch I have it. And in pretty much every other project that I've run with, it exists. Gentoo. Okay, well, I mean, at that point I don't really think there's really much of a point of comparison to begin with. Yeah, poor soul. Poor Gentoo soul. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna change this to build source driver panic. And we're gonna change the benchmark runner. Actually, wait. Does this even work if we do build source driver panic? Okay. You can't find the runtime. That's so annoying. Why can't it find the runtime? Why can't it find the runtime? Why can't it? Like, actually, why can't it? It used to be able to. It can't anymore. I don't know why it can't anymore. I'm actually gonna like crash out over this. This is like very, very irritating to me. Okay. Let's... I think a lot of this is just exclusively a lot of this is exclusively just a WSL issue, if I had to guess. Like, oh man, that's really, really annoying. Why can't it find it? Why can't it find it? What is the compiler command? Let's figure that out. This lives in here. So we have this. Let's try this again. Let's see what it's trying to do. Why is it looking there? Why the fuck is it looking there? Okay, let's... Oh, man. Okay, well, Gentoo does Gentoo things then, I guess, is what I'm hearing. So this is awkward. Why is this not working properly? We include this first. So that should be fine. binder, sbinder, lib, da, da, da. So this should be correct. It should be the library directory. But, okay, so cmake install prefix is missing for some reason. That should exist, because we're... Oh, wait. Wait. Yeah, that should be correct. Unless we're not... Is it making sense why this is, like, annoying me so much now? CMake source-dir? Is this what we want? Yeah, CMake source-dir. Let's try that for now. Why am I using CMake again? Why am I doing this to myself? Okay, so this is like... We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Let's just hard code this for now and call it a day. Or actually, cmake check if install. Installing. CMake, oh my god. Okay, we're gonna get hacky here. So if cmake install dir, then that yeah, we'll just do this or something. We'll just try that out. Let's see if that works. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. That's different. That's fine. Is that fine? That seems odd. Use proto. Wait. Oh yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is completely fine. Yeah, obviously those won't link because they don't exist. Okay. Let's see. So now if we make install, does that change anything? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, fuck my stupid chud life. Okay, let's do that. So now can we make build? I don't know. We're gonna worry about this next time. For now, we're just gonna test regression. We're just gonna regenerate the. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Expected star.hir. Okay, so then test regression, generate regression tests. We don't need that anymore. Okay, we can wait for paint to dry again. The parser is way slower now, so we have to deal with that. But that's fine. That's not good. Why the fuck? Okay, we need to check that. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, obviously things have gone very wrong because of CMake. Not even because of CMake, just everything has gone wrong somewhere. I'm gonna need to do a lot of rewriting, I think, to prevent things from continuing to go wrong. Yeah. So what is wrong with those? Yeah, it's a rough patch for the project, but it will move forwards. It will go well. Let's actually just store test regression expected. Let's just restore that. The CMake stuff is like really irritating me though. Maybe we just get rid of this like install stuff as well. That might be like less miserable. Man, what the hell is happening here? Like, actually, what is happening here? Fight CMake again, because once wasn't enough. Man, that's so annoying. That's actually so annoying. We're so close. We're so close to having like a functional fucking project. Okay, well, yeah. I was very ambitious with this whole install directory stuff. It appears to not have gone to plan. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's look at benchmark again, because I'm also curious if we can fix this as well. Build source driver panic. So then can we do benchmark now? Let's do test benchmark benchmark. Okay, well that benchmarks again, so that's good. Bit show commands, those are two of them. So there's like shift left or shift right, and then there's like arithmetic shift as well. So that's what the A is. Okay, this still works. That's really funny. So then update runners to use build. And then what's the other thing I want to do? Remove test regression expected star.hr. Bye bye HR. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The commands necessarily have a purpose, but yeah. Ah, man, I feel winded. I can't lie. After fighting with that, I don't want to do more. I really don't want to deal with this right now. I don't want to think about CMake. We might just remove all of the like install stuff next time, and we're just gonna work off of the build directory. Maybe we'll make like a separate like little installer. Let me fix my camera. Yeah, maybe we'll do it by hand. I think that might be the way we work around it. But yeah, until then, I think this is a good place to call today's stream. I'm tired of dealing with this. Thank you all so much for showing up today. Like the stream if you haven't, sub if you haven't. Check out the description. My Discord and my GitHub sponsors is there if you wish to stay connected with the community and or give me money. Yeah, I'm gonna get food now because I'm really hungry. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and I will see y'all next time. Hopefully we can figure this slush out.